Hello friends, welcome to Balkishar Premier Academy, one of the most pioneer institute for GATE, IES and PSU examination. In this video, we are going to discuss about the numericals on the extrinsic semiconductor. So numericals से जाने से पहले let us take a summary on the extrinsic semiconductor. So let us assume that it is an intrinsic semiconductor bar. So if it is an intrinsic semiconductor bar, so we can write here that it is a intrinsic semiconductor. So if it is an intrinsic semiconductor, so inside the intrinsic semiconductor the electron concentration N will be equals to the hole concentration P, and that will be equals to the Ni. Now if we dope this semiconductor, suppose if we dope this intrinsic semiconductor by doping concentration, and suppose we have doped with donor atoms. So let us consider that the donor atom concentration is Nd. Then we can say that the electron concentration will be nearly equals to the doping concentration, and the hole concentration will be, that is Ni square, divided by the electron concentration, that is Nd. And this is for N-type semiconductor. Similarly, if we dope the intrinsic material with the acceptor atoms, then it will be converted into the p-type semiconductor. And in this p-type semiconductor, doping क्या होगा, मेरा acceptor atoms होंगे, and let us consider that the Na is the doping concentration of the acceptor atoms. So in this case the majority carriers will be whole और उसके जो concentration होंगे that is P. So P will be nearly equals to the acceptor doping concentration, and the electron concentration जो minority carrier concentration है that can be found from the mass action law by this rule. So this was the simple scenario of the extrinsic semiconductor. Now let us move to the first numerical. So the first जो numerical है, it is the first numerical of this lecture series. So derive an expression relating the intrinsic level Ei to the center of the band gap Eg by 2 and calculate the displacement of the Ei from the Eg by 2 at 300 K. Assuming the effective mass values for electrons and holes are 1.1 m0 and 0.56 m0 respectively. तो मुझे क्या ढूंढना है, मुझे ढूंढना है, क्वेश्चन में बोला गया है कि वी हैव टू फाइंड एन एक्सप्रेशन रिलेटिंग द इंट्रिंसिक लेवल EI टू द सेंटर ऑफ द बैंड गैप. सो EI क्या है, EI according to the question, EI is the intrinsic level. Intrinsic level, and Eg by 2 is the middle of the band gap or the center of band gap. Now we have to find the displacement of EI from Eg by 2 for silicon at T equals to 300 K. So temperature is given as 300 K. Assuming the effective mass values for electrons, that means the effective mass of the electron, that is the Mn star, is given by 1.1 into m0, and the effective mass for holes is given by, so mp star is given by 0.56 56 into m0, where m0 is the absolute mass और द रेस्ट मास, इसको रेस्ट मास भी बोला जाता है. So rest mass. Now let us see how to find that. Now we can see that ये जो Eg/2 है, so पहले Eg/2 के बात करते हैं. So Eg divided by 2, और ये Eg divided by 2 is nothing but the center of the band gap. So if I draw the energy band diagram, so this is the EC energy and this is the minimum energy for the conduction band. Similarly, this will be the EV energy level. This is the maximum energy for the valence band. तो valence band आपका यहाँ पे होंगे, आपका conduction band यहाँ पे होगा. So middle of the band gap कहाँ पे होगा? Middle of the band gap, let us assume that this is the middle of the band gap. So I am denoting it as Eg divided by 2. And there is the intrinsic level. So intrinsic level क्या है? Intrinsic level का मतलब होता है EI. EI मतलब intrinsic level. So EI को मैं बोल सकता हूँ EI. EI is nothing but the Fermi level or Fermi energy level for intrinsic semiconductor. Intrinsic semiconductor. So intrinsic semiconductor के जो Fermi level होंगे वो है EI, और Eg/2 is the center of the band gap. Now this Eg/2 can be written as, from this diagram you can see that it will be EC plus EV divided by 2. We can write this as the middle of the band gap. Now the intrinsic Fermi level, so this EI is nothing but the intrinsic Fermi level of the semiconductor. That is the Fermi level for the intrinsic semiconductor, and we know that the intrinsic Fermi level, that is EFI, is given by Eg/2, Eg divided by 2 minus KT divided by 2, and it will be ln NC by NV, where NC is the effective density of the states. So you can write that this NC is the effective density of state DOS for conduction band. Similarly, NV is the effective density of state for valence band. So in this way we can calculate the EFI. So EFI को हम लोग इस फॉर्मूले से कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं. We know that EFI. So now we have to find an expression. So this is the expression relating the EFI and the middle of the band gap. Now we have to calculate the displacement of EI from Eg/2. So for that case, we can write from this equation that EFI minus Eg/2 will be equals to minus KT so it will be KT by 2 into natural logarithm of NC by NV. So this is the displacement of the EI from the Eg/2. So from this equation you can see it depends on the NC value and NV value. Now if we look at the NC value, that is the effective density of state in the conduction band, it is given by 2 into 2 pi KT Mn star divided by h square to the power 3 by 2 and to the power 3 by 2. Similarly, the Nv value is given by 2 into 2 pi kt mp star divided by h square. H is the Planck's constant, so to the power 3 by 2. So from this equation we can say that the Nc value is proportional. 2 is constant, 2 pi constant, kt constant, h square constant, so we can say it is proportional to the effective mass of the electron, that is 3 by 2. Similarly, Nv value is proportional to the effective mass of the hole to the power 3 by 2. So now if we replace this Nc relation and Nv relation in the main equation, ये वाले Nc प्लेस में अगर मैं Mn स्टार रखता हूँ और Nv रिलेशन में Mp स्टार टू द पावर 3 by 2 डालता हूँ, so what will happen? So it will be looking like this, that EFI minus Eg divided by 2 will be minus Kt divided by 2 and ln, and Nc value is Mn star divided by Mp star, and it will be to the power 3 by 2. Now we know it is given that Mn star is given, Mp star is given, so let us put the value of Mn star and Mp star, and Kt by 2 value. So room temperature is given, room temperature, so the value of Kt at 300 K, it is equals to 300 K, it will be equals to 0.026 electron volt. So Kt by 2 का वैल्यू क्या होंगे? At 300 K, it will be 0.026 divided by 2 electron volt. So in this equation, if I put the value of Kt by 2, so it will be 0.026 divided by 2, and it will be ln, and यहाँ पे Mn star है, Mn star means 1.1 m0 divided by 0.56 m0 to the power 3 by 2. So m0 cut down, so ultimately it will come out to be, if you calculate this, then we can write it as minus 0.013 electron volt. Now we have seen that EFI minus Eg is given by this at the room temperature. So for this case we can write that मेरा जो intrinsic Fermi level होगा minus Eg divided by 2 होंगे, इसका जो वैल्यू मैंने अभी अभी निकाला that is equals to minus 0.013 electron volt. So this, what does this minus sign means? Minus signs means that at ये वैल्यू तो मेरा t equals to 300 K पे हुआ है. So at 300 K, this EFI minus Eg by 2 is a negative sign. That means the EFI energy level will be below Eg by 2. Below Eg by 2 मतलब middle of the band gap से नीचे होंगे, that's why it's a negative sign. So negative sign का significance is this. That means if I draw the energy band diagram, so this is the conduction band, and let us suppose this will be the valence band. So if this is the conduction band, and if this is the valence band, then we can say the minimum energy of the conduction band is EC, and the maximum energy level related to the conduction band is the E top, and the maximum energy level related to the valence band will be the EV, and the minimum energy level related to the conduction valence band is the EB. Now let us see the first draw the Eg by 2. So Eg by 2 कहाँ पे होंगे? Eg by 2 ये बैंड गैप, ये जो बैंड गैप एनर्जी है, ये जो बैंड गैप एनर्जी है, ये बैंड गैप एनर्जी अगर है दिस इज, सो ये बैंड गैप एनर्जी के एकदम मिडिल पे होगा. सो लेट अस एज्यूम दैट दिस इज द Eg by 2. ये मेरा Eg by 2 है. सो Eg by 2 अगर ये है तो EFI कहाँ पे होंगे? EFI विल बी Eg by 2 से 0.013 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट नीचे होगा. So if I draw the EFI, that EFI value will be somewhere like this. So this is the EFI, that is the intrinsic Fermi level or intrinsic level, and the gap between these two, ये जो गैप है, ये वाले गैप का वैल्यू कितना होगा? दिस गैप वैल्यू विल बी 0.013 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट, and this 0.013 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट इज नथिंग बट, मैं लिख सकता हूं कि EFI माइनस EG डिवाइडेड बाय 2 इज इक्वल्स टू माइनस 0.013 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट, that is nothing but the kT by 2. So we can say that the Fermi level of the intrinsic semiconductor will lie just below the Eg by 2 for this case of numerical by an amount kT divided by 2. So this is the given numerical, first numerical. So in this numerical we have calculated the intrinsic Fermi level position with respect to the middle of the band gap for the given data at the room temperature. Now let's move into the next question. So in the next question you can see this is the question number 2. So in this question number 2 it is written that consider two energy levels E1, E electron volt above the Fermi level, and E2, E electron volt below the Fermi level. So let us draw first. So if this is the EC energy level of the conduction band, and if this is the EV energy level of the valence band, so let us assume that the Fermi level is somewhere like this. So this is the Fermi level of the semiconductor. कोई भी पोजीशन पे ले सकता हूँ क्योंकि N टाइप P टाइप कुछ नहीं बोला है. नाउ E1 एक एनर्जी लेवल है जो E electron volt above the Fermi level है. So let us draw that. So suppose this is the E1 energy level I am talking about. This is the E1 energy level where this E1 energy is above the EF, that is the Fermi level, and this is given, ये amount of energy कितने ऊपर है? ये है capital E इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट एनर्जी ऊपर. सिमिलरली और एक एनर्जी लेवल है E2, and this E2 energy level is below the EF by same amount, that is E electron volt. Now ये E2 पे मेरा probabilities of E1 and E2 of occupied by the electron. So E1 energy level इलेक्ट्रॉन के द्वारा occupied होने का probability क्या है? It is given by P1. and E2 energy level इलेक्ट्रॉन की द्वारा ऑक्यूपाई होने का प्रोबेबिलिटी है P2 अकॉर्डिंग टू द क्वेश्चन. So E1, the P1 is the probabilities of E1 being occupied. So P1 क्या है? P1 है E1 ऑक्यूपाई होने का प्रोबेबिलिटी एंड P2 क्या है? P2 इज द एम्प्टी रहने का प्रोबेबिलिटी. दिस इज द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. P2 क्या है? E2 एम्प्टी होने का प्रोबेबिलिटी. सो मैं यहाँ पे लिख रहा हूँ कि P2 is nothing but the probability of E2 to be empty. E2 to be empty. empty रहने का मतलब है कि probability of E2 being occupied by the holes होल्स के द्वारा ऑक्यूपाई होने का चांस ही एम्प्टी रहने का चांस सेम होता है. सो ये दोनों में रिलेशन क्या होगा? सो let us take that. So let us find the P1 first. So P1 क्या है? P1 is the probability of E1 of being occupied by the electron. So P1 को मैं लिख सकता हूँ according to the Fermi-Dirac statistics we can write that it will be 1 divided by 1 plus exponential E1 minus EF divided by KT. So this is the probability of E1 being occupied by the electron. Now E1 minus EF, so E1 minus EF is nothing but capital E electron volt. So we can write here that it will be 1 divided by 1 plus exponential capital E divided by KT. So this is the probability of E1 being occupied by the electron. Similarly, if we want to calculate the P2 probability, which is the probability of the E2 energy level being empty, that means probability of E2 being occupied by the holes, that can be written as 1 divided by 1 plus exponential, here will be a minus sign and it will be E2 minus EF, so E2 minus EF divided by KT. And from the figure you can see E2 minus EF is nothing but the minus E energy. So from this figure we can say that EF minus E2 is nothing but capital E electron volt. यहाँ पे E2 minus EF है, so we can write it as 1 by 1 plus exponential माइनस E2 माइनस EF, इसका मतलब होता है कि माइनस E divided by KT. Ultimately it will come out to be 1 by 1 plus exponential capital E divided by KT, which is same as P1. So we can see that P1 and P2 are same. That means the option B is the correct answer. That means what will be the conclusion of this numerical? The conclusion of this numerical is that if there is an energy level which is at some height or some energy level above the Fermi level, then वो वाले एनर्जी लेवल पे सपोज मेरे पास एक एनर्जी लेवल ऐसा है, ये मेरा EC है, so EC is this one and EV is this one, and suppose मेरा Fermi level ये वाले पोजीशन पे है, then if there is a energy level above the EF like this, which is some amount of energy above the EF, and there is another energy level which is same amount of energy level below the EF, then ये वाले energy level पे इलेक्ट्रॉन मिलने का जो चांस होगा और ये वाले एनर्जी लेवल पे होल मिलने का जो चांस होंगे दोनों सेम होगा। दिस इज एन इम्पोर्टेंट कंक्लूजन कि ऊपर वाले एनर्जी लेवल पे इलेक्ट्रॉन मिलने का चांस विल बी इक्वल्स टू द नीचे वाले एनर्जी लेवल पे होल मिलने का चांस, दोनों सेम होंगे अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस न्यूमेरिकल। सो दिस इज द राइट ऑप्शन, P1 will be equals to P2. So this was the second numerical of this lecture. So let us see the third numerical. So in this third numerical, you can see this is the third numerical. In this third numerical, you can see that due to the illumination of light, electrons and hole concentration inside the semiconductor increases by del N and del P respectively. That means if we have a semiconductor like this and we are illuminating this semiconductor with some light like this. If we illuminate this semiconductor with this light, so some excess light means यहाँ पे light आके गिर रहा है और light को मैं photon particles के रूप में भी देख सकता हूँ according to the wave particle duality. So actually the stream of photon particles are incidenting on the semiconductor, and this stream of particles will produce some excess electrons at this position. So let us say according to the question that del n amount of, that is del n concentration of electrons, excess electrons has been produced, and del p amount of excess whole concentration has been produced due to the light incident. So if this Ni is the intrinsic carrier concentration, then which one of the following will be true? Now if ये जो del n और del p है, this is generated due to the incident of the photon energy. That means जितने amount of electrons, excess electron concentration produce होंगे, same amount of whole concentration excess produce होगा. That means del n और del p दोनों सेम होंगे. अगर del n और del p सेम होगा तो पहला वाला ऑप्शन तो कभी नहीं होंगे, दूसरा वाला ऑप्शन कभी नहीं होंगे. So C option, ये वाला C option will be the right answer. That means when the light will incident on the semiconductor, then you can see due to the incident of the light, you can say that light is a stream of photon particles, where the photon particles will have a energy of h nu individually, and these energy will create some excess amount of electrons and holes inside the semiconductor. But the amount of excess electron concentration that will be produced due to the light incident will be same to the amount of hole concentration that is produced inside the semiconductor due to the incident of light. That's why del N is equals to del P. So option C is the right answer. So this was the third numerical. So let us move to the fourth numerical. So in the fourth numerical, you can see that this is the fourth numerical. It is written that small concentration of minority carrier is injected into a homogeneous semiconductor crystal at one point. An electric field of 10 volt per centimeter is applied across the crystal, and then this moves the minority carrier at a distance of 1 centimeter in 20 microseconds. So the mobility of the carriers in centimeter square per volt second will be dash. So what is the scenario is here? The story is written like this, that there is a semiconductor, homogeneous semiconductor crystal. So let us draw a homogeneous semiconductor crystal. Suppose this is a homogeneous semiconductor crystal. And in this homogeneous semiconductor crystal, what is happened? A small concentration of minority carriers is injected. So let us assume that यहाँ से ये वाले पोजीशन से कुछ माइनॉरिटी कैरियर्स को इंजेक्ट किया गया है. सो लेट अस से दैट यहाँ से माइनॉरिटी कैरियर्स को इंजेक्ट किया गया है. सो यहाँ पे माइनॉरिटी कैरियर्स प्रोड्यूस होंगे. सो ये वाले पोजीशंस पे कुछ माइनॉरिटी कैरियर्स विल बी प्रोड्यूस्ड ड्यू टू द इंजेक्शंस. Now, what has happened? An electric field of 10 volt per centimeter is applied. So, बाहर से एक इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड अप्लाई किया गया है. So let us assume that the electric field जो है, so ये वाले पोजीशन पे कुछ इलेक्ट्रिक वोल्टेज अप्लाई किया गया है. Suppose, so if the voltage is applied, and ये वाले वोल्टेज के लिए सपोज यहाँ पे मैंने कुछ पॉजिटिव पोलैरिटी डाला और यहाँ पे कुछ मैंने नेगेटिव पोलैरिटी डाली. सो अगर दिस टाइप ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड हैज बीन प्रोड्यूस्ड, सो द इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड डायरेक्शन विल बी लाइक दिस. सो दिस इज द इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड डायरेक्शन and the value of the electric field, it is given by 10 volt per centimeter. So this is the electric field value that has been applied externally to the electric crystal, homogeneous semiconductor crystal. So due to this electric field, ये जो minority carriers है, ये minority carriers अगर holes है, suppose if these minority carriers are holes, then these minority carriers will try to move in this direction. That's why यहाँ पे लिखा है कि this moves the minority carriers a distance of 1 centimeter in 20 microsecond. So कितना डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल किया? ये वाला जो डिस्टेंस है, ये डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल किए 1 सेंटीमीटर in 20 microsecond. The minority carriers has traveled 1 centimeter in 20 microsecond inside the semiconductor due to the applied electric field. So we have to find the mobility in the carriers inside the semiconductor. Now from this data you can say that 1 centimeter अगर 20 microsecond पे जाता है, so what will be the velocity of minority carriers? So minority जो carriers होंगे उसके velocity कितना होगा? And this velocity is created due to the applied electric field, so that means this is the drift velocity. So we can say the drift velocity of the minority carriers inside the semiconductor will be 1 centimeter divided by 20 microsecond. So ultimately it will be 1 centimeter divided by 2 into 10 to the power minus 6 second. So ultimately it will be, if I calculate this, then you can find that it will be 0.05 into 10 to the power 6 centimeter per second. So this is the drift velocity of the minority carriers due to the applied electric field. So what will be the mobility of the minority carriers? So we can say the mobility of the minority carriers
In the end,
can be written as
do not
mu,
forget
and
to
mu
like
will be
and subscribe
the
our
drift
channel
velocity,
to
that
get
is the
more
Vd
videos. Thank you.
divided by the applied electric field. and we have calculated the drip velocity. It is 0.05 into 10 to the power 6 centimeter per second. So if I put this drip velocity value, so it will be 0.05 into 10 to the power 6 divided by capital E, and capital E is 10 volt per centimeter. So it will be 10 volt per centimeter. So after calculating this, we can say the if you calculate this, then you can see that it will be 0.05 into 10 to the power 5 centimeter square per volt second. So ultimately it will be 5 0 0 0 0, 5 zeros will be there, so 4 zeros and 5 zeros, and 2 decimal point, so it will be centimeter square volt second. That means it is 5000 centimeter square volt second. So in this way we can calculate the value of the mobility of the minority carriers. ये जो minority carriers है, ये minority carriers का mobility हम लोग निकाल सकते हैं using this process. So this was the fourth numerical. Let us move to the next numerical. So in the fifth numerical, this is the fifth numerical. So intrinsic carrier concentration at 300K is 1.5 into 10 to the power 10 per centimeter cube. So Ni value is given. You can see the Ni value is 1.5 into 10 to the power 10 per centimeter cube in silicon. For n-type silicon doped, for n-type silicon doped to 2.25 into 10 to the power 15 atoms per centimeter cube. So what is the doping? And it is the n-type. So Nd is the doping concentration. So 2.25 into 10 to the power 15 per centimeter cube. So this is the doping concentration inside the n-type semiconductor. Now we need to find the electron and hole concentration. That means we need to find the majority and the minority carrier concentration inside the n-type semiconductor. Now if I look at the Ni, that is the intrinsic carrier concentration and the doping concentration, you can see that Ni value is very much less than Ni value, that is the intrinsic carrier concentration value is very much less than the doping concentration. Since the Ni is very much less than the doping concentration Nd, then we can say that the majority carrier concentration is equals to Nn, that is the electron concentration will be nearly equals to Nd, and Nd value is equals to 2.25 into 10 to the power 15 per centimeter cube. So this is the electron concentration. Now what will be the majority carrier concentration? So the minority carrier concentration. So minority carrier concentration is nothing but the hole concentration, and it can be written by P suffix n, and we have to use the mass action law. So mass action law is Ni square divided by the majority carrier concentration, and majority carrier concentration is Nn. So Ni value is given as, you can see, 1.5 into 10 to the power 10 इसके स्क्वायर होंगे, और Nn वैल्यू होगा 2.25 into 10 to the power 15. So if we calculate this, we can say the value will be 1 into 10 to the power 5 atoms per centimeter cube. So it will be the minority carrier concentration. So यहाँ पे मैंने, so you can see we have calculated the electron concentration. We have also calculated the hole concentration. Now let us see what will be the sixth numerical. So according to the sixth numerical, you can see this is the sixth numerical. So in this sixth numerical, it is written that the electron, you can see, uh, uh, this is the sixth numerical. So in the sixth numerical, you can see that the electron concentration in a sample of a non-uniformly doped n-type semiconductor at 300K varies linearly from 10 to the power 17 at x equals to 0 to 6 into 10 to the power 16 at x equals to 2 micrometer. That means if we have a non-uniformly doped n-type semiconductor, so let us assume that it is a non-uniformly doped n-type semiconductor here, and at this position let us assume that this is x equals to 0 and this is x equals to 2 micrometer. Now the electron concentration in the sample is varying linearly. So how it is varying? It is varying linearly. So if we plot the electron concentration in this direction and distance in this direction तो है. So let us say that in this y-axis we are plotting the electron concentration, and let us say the electron concentration is nx, which is varying with the distance x, और ये वाले direction पे हम लोग x को vary कर रहे हैं in micrometer. Now what will be the variation? It is given that the variation is linear. So the variation is linear, and at x equals to 0, this is the variation. So at this point, you can see the value of the concentration at x equals to 0 is given by 10 to the power 17. So you can say it is 10 to the power 17, and the unit of this nx value is centimeter to the power -3. Similarly, at x equals to 2 micrometer, the concentration value is 16 into 6 into 10 to the power 16. So we can say here the value at this point, the value is 6 into 10 to the power 16 per centimeter cube. So the ये वाले पोजीशन पे हायर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स है और यहाँ पे लो कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. सो वी कैन से ये वाले पोजीशन पे the concentration of the electrons is high, so we can write here high concentration, and at this position you can say that the concentration is low. That's why the electrons जो होंगे, the electrons will diffuse in this direction. हायर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन से लेकर लोअर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन तक मूव करेंगे. तो assume a situation that electrons are supplied to keep the concentration gradient constant with time. So dn given है, so find the current density. So current density मुझे मिल जाएगा. current density कौन से direction में होगा? current density will be in this direction. So the diffusion current density will be in this direction. It is the Jn diffusion. So we have to find the Jn diffusion. So let us say we know that the diffusion current density Jn, diffusion, will be equals to, it is electron, so plus sign, and Q into the diffusion coefficient dN and the concentration gradient dN by dx. So Q value is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19, and dN value is given by 35 centimeter square. So 35 centimeter square per second. And what is dN by dx? dN by dx is nothing but n2 minus n1. So if I take this as n2, suppose I am taking this is as n2 and this is as n1. So n2 is 6 into 10 to the power 16 minus n1 is 10 to the power 17, and x2 value is 2 micrometer. So 2 into 10 to the power minus 4, because we have to convert it into centimeter, minus 0. So from this equation you can say we can calculate the Jn diffusion. So Jn diffusion अगर calculate कर रहे हैं, so यहाँ पे तो 1.6 आ जाएंगे into 10 to the power minus 19 जैसा है वैसा ही रहेगा. यहाँ पे आ जाएंगे 35 and यहाँ पे आ जाएंगे, if I do this calculation you can say we can find that it will be minus, यहाँ पे ऊपर में minus होगा और आएंगे into 10 to the power 20 और सामने आएगा 2 into 3, so 2, so it will come out to be minus 2 into 10 to the power 20. Now if I calculate this total equation, you will get it as minus 1120 ampere per centimeter square. So in this way we can calculate the Jn diffusion for this numerical. So let us move to the next numerical. So the seventh numerical is like this. It is a gate question. So a silicon bar is doped with donor impurities Nd. So Nd value to given. So let us say the given Nd value is 2.25 into 10 to the power 15 atoms per centimeter cube, and given intrinsic carrier concentration is at 300 K. So temperature तो given है, normal temperature, that is the room temperature, and the Ni value we given है. So Ni value is 1.5 into 10 to the power 10 per centimeter cube. So assuming the complete ionization, the equilibrium electron and hole concentration. So if I now we have to find the electron and hole concentration. So for that we have to compare the Ni value and the Nd value. So Ni और Nd को अगर compare करते हैं तो यहाँ पे 10 to the power 10, यहाँ पे 10 to the power 15. That means Ni value is very less than Nd. So Ni value अगर very less than Nd हो जाता है, so we know since it is an n-type semiconductor, so the electron concentration inside the semiconductor, that is Nn, can be written as Nd value, and Nd value is given by 2.25 into 10 to the power 15 per centimeter cube. Similarly, using the mass action law, we can find the minority carriers also. So the minority carrier concentration Pn, that is the whole concentration, can be written using the mass action law, that is Ni square divided by Nn, और Ni का value given है 1.5, so it will be 2.25 Ni square है, so into 10 to the power 20 divided by, we can write it as Nn value है 2.25 into 10 to the power 15, So ultimately we can get 2.5, 2.25 cut down. So we'll get 1 into 10 to the power 5 per centimeter cube. So this is the whole concentration of the semiconductor. So in this way we can calculate. This was simple problem which was came in the GATE 2014. Now we'll go for the next numerical, that is the numerical number 8. So for this numerical, let us see the numerical first. So this is the 7th numerical और ये वाला न्यूमेरिकल 8th नंबर न्यूमेरिकल है. So 8 number वाला numerical. So n type semiconductor bar of 0.1 centimeter long and 100 micrometer in cross section. So first let us draw a 3D diagram of a n type semiconductor. So if I draw the 3D diagram, so let us assume that this is the semiconductor that of the question. So यहाँ पे जो semiconductor given है वो वाले semiconductor कुछ इस तरीके का दिखता है. Suppose so this is the semiconductor. Now you can see that it is a n-type semiconductor. So we can say that it is a n-type semiconductor. N-type. And the length of the semiconductor is given by 0.1 centimeter. So what is the length? So length of the semiconductor is given by 0.1 centimeter. So we can say that this is 0.1 centimeter. The cross-sectional area of the semiconductor is 100 micrometer square. So ये मेरा cross-sectional area है. So you can see this will be the cross-sectional area. So ये जो cross-sectional area है, ये cross-sectional area कितना given है? So the cross-sectional area is given by A, and A is equals to 100 माइक्रोमीटर स्क्वायर. तो अगर 100 माइक्रोमीटर स्क्वायर है तो इसको मैं बोल सकता हूँ कि 100 होगा, और माइक्रोमीटर को मुझे सेंटीमीटर में कन्वर्ट करना है. सो इट विल बी इनटू 10 टू द पावर, माइक्रोमीटर को अगर सेंटीमीटर में कन्वर्ट करना है सो स्क्वायर है, सो इट विल कम आउट माइक्रोमीटर 10 टू द पावर 4 और उसके साथ 10 टू द पावर 4 because there is a square. So it will come out to be this 1 centimeter square. So now, और ये माइनस साइन होंगे, ये माइनस साइन. So this is the area. So has a majority carrier concentration of this one. So अगर ये n type semiconductor है तो इसके अंदर मेजोरिटी कैरियर्स क्या होंगे? इलेक्ट्रॉन, that is Nn. उसका concentration given है 5 into 10 to the power 20 per meter cube. The carrier concentration, the carrier mobility is given by this one. So carrier का जो mobility है mu n, it is also given, that is 0.13 meter square per volt second. We have to find the resistance of the bar. मुझे resistance ढूंढना है, not resistivity but the resistance, and resistance is equals to rho L by A. That means we need to find the resistivity rho. L और A तो given है, L ऊपर में है और यहाँ पे A given है. So we have to find the resistivity, or we know that the resistivity value is nothing but it is a n-type semiconductor, that is rho n. So rho n is equals to 1 by conductivity, that is sigma n. So reciprocal of conductivity is the resistivity. Now we need to find the conductivity. So conductivity value sigma n can be written as, we know, that is n into q into mu n, or n value is nothing but the nd value. यहाँ पे तो n वैल्यू गिवन है, सो nd वैल्यू में जाने का जरूरत नहीं है. सो n वैल्यू को मैं डायरेक्टली लिख सकता हूँ 5 into 10 to the power 20, and it is in 1 by meter cube. Q value 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 of कूलॉम और म्यू का वैल्यू क्या है? म्यू इज 1.13. म्यू का वैल्यू है 0.13 meter square per volt second. So if we calculate this, we can say the conductivity value is like this one. Now we need to find the value of resistivity. So resistivity value जो होंगे, so directly हम लोग resistance भी calculate कर सकते हैं. So मैं अगर directly resistance का value calculate करता हूँ, so I can write the resistance, that is the resistance capital R, can be written as rho L by A. ये तो मालूम है. अब रो का वैल्यू क्या होता है? दैट इज सिग्मा, एंड सिग्मा into 1 by sigma, so L sigma by A, so L by sigma A, and sigma A का तो sigma का तो वैल्यू मालूम है. L का वैल्यू क्या है? L वैल्यू इज 0.1 सेंटीमीटर. so we have to convert it, सेंटीमीटर को मीटर में कन्वर्ट करना होगा. so it is in meter, so यहाँ पे मैंने मीटर में कन्वर्ट कर दिया. Now नीचे क्या होंगे? सिग्मा वैल्यू that is 5 into 10 to the power 20 into 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 into 0.13. तो ये सिग्मा का वैल्यू हो गया. अब सिग्मा का वैल्यू अगर है तो ए का वैल्यू क्या चाहिए? 100 माइक्रोमीटर. यहाँ पे 100 माइक्रोमीटर, यहाँ पे सेंटीमीटर में कन्वर्ट किया था, तो इसको मीटर में कन्वर्ट करना होगा. सो इट विल कम आउट टू बी 100 into 10 to the power minus 6 and minus 6, दो minus 6 आएंगे, so it will be 10 to the power minus 12. Now we can calculate this. So if you calculate this, you will find that the value of the resistance of this sample is 10 to the power 6 ohm. So this will be the value of the resistance of the sample. Now let us move to the next question. So in the next question you can see that the resistivity of a uniformly doped, this is the ninth question. So the resistivity of a uniformly doped n-type semiconductor sample is given as this. If the mobility is given and the charge of the electron is given, then the donor impurity concentration. This is also a simple question. You can see n-type semiconductor है आपके पास, तो मैं बोल सकता हूँ कि पहले पास मेरे पास n-type semiconductor है. तो ये n-type semiconductor का resistivity, that is the rho n, is given by 0.5 ohm centimeter, ये given है, and mobility given है, mobility value given है, mobility value is given by 1250 centimeter square per volt second. So this is the mobility value. Now we have to find the donor impurity concentration. So from this case we can say मुझे डोनर इम्प्यूरिटी का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ढूंढना होगा. सो रो एन इज नथिंग बट 1 by sigma n. So we can write it as 1 by, for n type semiconductor it will be nd into q into mu n, and this is equals to 0.5 ohm centimeter. So for this case we can say nd value will be equals to 0.5 ohm centimeter into q value, that is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb into the mobility value, that is 1250 centimeter square volt second, ये होगा. So for this case you can see, if we calculate this we can find the value of nd. So nd value will be सो रो एन वैल्यू यहाँ पे था, रो एन को 1/σn लिखा। सो 1/σ है, ये जो सिग्मा है इसको ऐसे लिंक है। तो एन डी का जो वैल्यू होगा, दैट एन डी वैल्यू, ये मेरा 1/एन डी वैल्यू है, you can say it. So we can say that this is the, you can see this will be the, मैंने यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा मिस्टेक किया है कि जल्दी लिखने के चक्कर में, कि ये जो 1/ND होगा, तो ND वैल्यू क्या होंगे, ND वैल्यू होंगे इसका रेसिप्रोकल। So after calculating this, you can see it will find as 10⁻16 per centimeter cube. So this will be the value of ND. Now if we move to the next numerical, so let us see another numerical. So in the next numerical, a silicon sample is given. A silicon sample A is, this is the 10th numerical, so we are going for the 10th numerical. So a silicon sample A is doped with 10⁻18 atoms. तो मेरे पास एक सिलिकॉन सैंपल है और ये वाले सिलिकॉन एटम को, सैंपल को मैंने डोप किया 10⁻18 atoms of boron per cc. That means we have doped boron, मतलब एक्सेप्टर डोपिंग हो रहा है, और एक्सेप्टर डोपिंग का वैल्यू कितना है 10⁻18 per cc, that is centimeter cube. Another sample B is there, so there is another sample of B. So this is the sample number A and this is the sample number B. So in this sample number B, say all another sample B of identical dimension, dimensions of same है, is doped with 10⁻4 atoms of phosphorus. तो यहाँ पे मैंने phosphorus मतलब donut doping, and donut doping is same amount of the acceptor in a cc. Now the ratio of the electron to hole mobility is given. So mu n electron to hole mobility, that is mu n by mu p तो given है, mu n by mu p is given by 3, and the ratio of conductivity of the sample A to B, that means we need to find the sigma A divided by sigma B, ये वाले चीज को हमें ढूंढना है. What will be the ratio of the conductivity of the sample A to B? Now पहला जो सेमीकंडक्टर है for sample A, let us take first the sample A. So if we take the sample A, in the sample A you can see that it is p-type doped. The Na value is given by 10⁻18 per centimeter cube. If Na value is 10⁻18, so similarly if I take the sample B, तो sample B, ये जो sample B होगा, ये sample B में ND doping किया गया है. So you can see that it is phosphorus doped. So ND doping, so ND doping का value है 10⁻18 per centimeter cube. Now what will be the value of conductivity of A number sample? It will be Na into Q into mu. Na मतलब holes, so mu p. So यहाँ पे conductivity value of B क्या होंगे? So conductivity value of B will be Nd into Q into mu n. So in this way we can calculate the conductivity of the sample A and the conductivity of the sample B. Now if I make a ratio of this, so the ratio will be sigma A to sigma B. So sigma A to sigma B ratio will be Na into Q into mu P, and it will be Nd into Q into mu n. So QQ will cancel out. So Na by Nd is there. So Na value और Nd value तो मुझे मालूम है. So 10 to the power 18 into 1 by mu p divided by ये बार 10 to the power 18 और नीचे आएंगे म्यू टू दी 10 म्यू एन. सो 10 to the power 18 और 10 to the power 18 कैंसिल आउट हो जाएंगे. तो यहाँ पे है म्यू पी बाई म्यू एन, बट म्यू एन बाई म्यू पी इज 3. सो वी कैन से द सिग्मा ए बाई सिग्मा बी will be 1 by 3. So this is the ratio of the conductivity of the sample A to B. Now let's move to the another question. So this is the 11th question. You can see this is the 11th question. A heavily doped n-type semiconductor. You can see it is heavily doped. N-type semiconductor has the following data. क्या क्या data है? First data that is given here is that mu n by mu p का एक ratio given है, that is 0.4. Doping concentration जो है 4.2 into 10 to the power, यहाँ पे जो doping concentration given है that is 4.2 into 10 to the power 8 meter cube, and Ni भी given है this value. The ratio of the conductance of n-type to the intrinsic semiconductor will be, we have to find that. So for this case we need to say that let us first calculate for the intrinsic material. So for intrinsic semiconductor, so for intrinsic semiconductor, what will be the value of conductivity? That is sigma I, and sigma I is equals to Ni into Q into mu n plus mu p. So Ni का value तो given है 1.5 into 10 to the power 4. So rate at right 1.5 into 10 to the power 4 per meter cube. Q value तो मुझे मालूम है 1.6 into 10 to the power -19, और म्यू एन और म्यू पी का तो वैल्यू मालूम नहीं है, दैट इज म्यू एन प्लस म्यू, इसका रेशियो गिवन है. सो वी डू नॉट नो द वैल्यू, सो लेट इट बी एज म्यू एन प्लस म्यू पी. सो सिग्मा आई मेरा निकल गया. सो फॉर लेट अस नाउ टॉक अबाउट द एन टाइप मटेरियल. सो मैं अगर एन टाइप सेमीकंडक्टर को के बारे में सोचता हूँ तो इसका जो कंडक्टिविटी होंगे सिग्मा एन. So sigma n equals to n into q into mu n. So n का वैल्यू क्या होगा? ये n का वैल्यू तो डोपिंग कॉन्सेंट्रेशन होंगे, that is 4.2 into 10 to the power 8 into 1.6 into 10 to the power -19 into mu n. mu n का तो वैल्यू मुझे मालूम नहीं है, so this will be the value. So this is the n value and this is the q value. Now if I make the ratio, क्या निकला? रेशियो ऑफ कंडक्टेंस ऑफ एन टाइप. सो एन टाइप न्यूमरेटर पे रहेगा और सिग्मा आई will be at the denominator. So you can see the value will be 4.2 into 10 to the power 8 into 1.6 into 10 to the power -19 into mu n, and sigma I will be 1.5 into 10 to the power 4 into 1.6 into 10 to the power -19 divided by mu n plus mu p. So you can see that 1.6 into 10 to the power -19 will cut down here. 10 to the power 4 के साथ 10 to the power 8 कट डाउन होके ऊपर में 10 to the power 4, और 1.5 4.2 डिवाइडेड बाय 1.5 अगर करूंगा तो अल्टीमेटली वी विल गेट इट एज, यू कैन से दैट अल्टीमेटली देयर विल बी हियर. सो मेरे पास अभी आए 4.2 इंटू 10 टू द पावर 4, नीचे होगा 1.5 और ऊपर में मेरा है म्यू एन, और नीचे से अगर मैं म्यू एन कॉमन लेता हूँ, सो म्यू एन अगर कॉमन ले लेते हैं, सो इट विल बी म्यू पी बाई म्यू एन. और mu p by mu n का value है 0.4. So this mu n and mu n will cut down. So it will be 4.2 into 10 to the power 4 divided by 1.5, 1 by 1 plus 0.4. So if I calculate this, then I will get it as 2 into 10 to the power 4. So this will be the value of the ratio of sigma n by sigma I. So in this way we can calculate the ratio. So these are the numericals that we have done for the extrinsic semiconductors. We will see more numericals in the next videos. In the end, do not forget to like and subscribe our channel to get more videos. Thank you.